Welcome everyone for this memorable occasion. We are delighted so many of you could join us today. What a privilege it is today to have distinguished guests with us. First, I would like to introduce Mrs. Susan Green Tillman, State Regent of Texas. Mrs. Tillman, would you please bring greetings?
I am honored to join you as we dedicate these veteran headstones. Today, the almost 20,000 members of the Texas Society, Daughters of the American Revolution, continue to steadfastly promote patriotism. One way they accomplish this is through honoring those who have served in our armed forces in defense of our country. It is only fitting we honor those who fought for our freedom and security. The Lady Washington chapter is to be commended for their part in making sure the veterans buried in this cemetery are not forgotten. These veterans are no longer with us, but their memory will live on with these headstones.
And don't completely leave yet. The chapter would like to dedicate one of these veterans in honor of our State Regent, Mrs. Tillman. In appreciation for your leadership in designating your State Regent's project to supporting our military at SAMC and Fort Hood, we have sponsored the headstone marker for George Gabriel in your name. He was originally from Florida and served in the Navy during World War I. Thank you, Mrs. Tillman, for your tremendous outpouring of love for all veterans. Additional distinguished guests include Julie Rowling, who is a VAVS NSDAR representative, Texas Society DAR Service for Veterans co-chair, and chapter regent of the Heritage Trails chapter. Welcome. In addition, we would like to welcome Catherine Perry from Woodlawn Cemetery, along with her father, who will be joining us, Billy Talianasich. Their support for this effort has been unwavering. Catherine, we have a certificate of appreciation for you. Your staff and you from the very beginning have been an integral part of our joint vision. We are truly grateful. And Jessica, if you would, take it over to Catherine. Thank you. As we gather today under the trees of this lovely historical cemetery, we thought it appropriate to tell you a little about Woodlawn Garden of Memory Cemetery. Woodlawn is included in the National Register of Historic Places. It was built in 1931, and a designated section to veterans that is called Little Arlington, where we are today, was dedicated in 1933. It was an active section until the opening of the Houston VA National Cemetery in the mid-1960s. There are more than 500 veterans buried here. When someone joins the military, they become vulnerable to many possible outcomes. They will be changed. Hopefully, when they return to society, they can adjust and continue to be productive. The one thing most will remember is the sense of belonging, pride in service, and comradeship they developed with the others who were serving. Today, Lady Washington Chapter, National Society, Daughters of the American Revolution, is honored to dedicate 54 headstones to return the names of these men so they stand in Little Arlington alongside the other veterans resting here. Looking out at the covered headstones, you can see the magnitude of our efforts. A month ago, those graves were unmarked, just an empty space among the others. The only way one would know who was buried there was to check with the cemetery office. A few days ago, they were here with the others for their first Veterans Day. And this Christmas, a wreath will finally decorate their resting place. What a joy it is that we could give this to them. They are no longer anonymous. Therefore, We unveil these headstones in grateful recognition of the service of these veterans. For our last veteran, Theodore Allen, from World War I, the pages will each honor him with poppies. He will represent all buried here in expression of respect and remembrance. There are 11 of our new veterans who served in France during the war. May we have a moment of silence. In honoring these veterans, we pay tribute to all men and women who have served our country with integrity and devotion. If you served in the military, please rise if you are able to be recognized. Thank you for your outpouring support for this project. We are extremely grateful to so many members who partnered with us to honor these veterans. Thank you all for coming to Little Arlington today to celebrate with us. We could not have had such a beautiful ceremony without the help of our pages, Jessica McCreary, Caitlin Jost, Emily Farmer, Jennifer Hayden, Sienna Hancock, Christine Heron, Savannah Mims, and Ashley Nauman. In addition, our chapter volunteers who arrived early to help set up, our videographer, our photographers, and this project truly would not have occurred without Pat and Christine Heron's vision and love of all veterans. We thank you.